video, I'm going to be identifying and describing the form of business organizations. An organization is a group of individuals who come together to pursue a common set of goals and objectives. There are typically two types of organizations, business and non-business organizations. A business organization sells products and services for profit. A non-business organization, on the other hand side, such as charity and hospitals, exists to meet various societal needs and does not have the profit as a goal. All organizations record, report, and most importantly, use accounting information to make their financial decisions. There are three common forms of business organization: a proprietorship, a partnership, and a corporation. Proprietorship is a business owned by one person. It is not a separate legal entity, which means that the business and the owners are considered to be the same. For example, the profit of a proprietorship are reported on the owner's personal income tax returns. Proprietorship accounting is going to be covered later in the videos as well. Partnership, on the other hand side, is a business owned by two or more individuals. Like the proprietorship, it is not a separate legal entity. A corporation is a business owned by one or more owners. The owners are known as shareholders. A shareholder owns shares of the corporation. Shares are unit of ownership in a corporation. For example, if a corporation has 1,000 shares, there are maybe three shareholders who own 700 shares, 200 shares, and 100 shares. The number of shares held by the shareholder represent how much of the corporation they own. The first shareholder who owns 700 shares owns 70% of the organization. A corporation can have different type of shares. A corporation shares can be privately held or available for public sale. A corporation that sells its shares publicly typically does so on the stock exchange. It is called a publicly accountable enterprise. It may have thousands or millions of shares. A corporation that holds its share privately is known as a private enterprise. Its shares are often held by one or a few shareholders. Unlike the partnership and sole proprietorship, a corporation is a separate legal entity, which means, for example, that from an income tax perspective, a corporation files its own tax returns. The owners or the shareholders of a corporation are not responsible for their corporation's debt, so have the limited liability, which means that most they can lose is the amount of the investment they have done in their corporation. They are not responsible for all the debt of the organization. In the large corporations, there can be many shareholders. In these cases, the shareholders do not manage corporation but participate indirectly through the elections of the board of the directors. The board of directors does not participate in a day-to-day management of the corporation, but delegates this responsibility to officers of the corporation.